So my name is Jeremiah Bonham. I'm in the 11th grade, and today I'll be showing you a robotics presentation. First, I'll start off by answering those great questions y'all provided for me. First of all, I actually don't need to provide any bibliography because I didn't cheat or steal anything off the internet. Okay, so on to question 2. My project is complete and it functions properly. There's everything that's supposed to. Everything's going to function as planned because I'm just built like that. Okay, my project is unique because of the currentness of it. There we go. So you know we have the pandemic going on right now, and normally that'd be spectators at a mini golf tournament like your family or things, but because of the pandemic, people have to sit in cars and watch you. And yeah, you know how that is. So let's see. Everything's functioned as planned. Creative steps I took about the pandemic. I used a light up feature on my Sphero that goes from green light to red light, like they do in golf tournaments. And actually, you'll hear a golf swing, like you know, like in golf, they have to swing the things to make the thing go in the hole. It's basically like that. So next, the software. Okay, so basically, I went on Sphero. They have a little thing where you can code in Java. You know, Java's like the thing where you type in the thing and does the command. You type in what you want the robot to do, it does the command. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, that's what I did. I basically coded it to go through this way right here, which was I felt was the most challenging way. I could have did it this way right here, but that would have been weak, you know. And just doing it this way, I thought it was the most challenging. Yeah. I actually learned a lot of things about the angles and how you like reverse an angle. So like say I'm sitting like on this side of the room, I would have to use a whole different angle set than when I was sitting on this side of the room. So I had to go through that and remember that throughout my coding process. And it was a lot of trial and error with me figuring out the angles and the speed I need to have, the constant speed the robot needs to spin at, and you know, all that. So the intended purpose of my project is to provide what mini golf looked like in a pandemic.
Today we will be starting the Sphero Golf Tournament.
Hole in one.
Why did you create your project?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the Technology Fair for inducting me in this competition and giving me the chance to present here. I created this project. It was actually a pandemic-related project. I used to go putt-putting every week at Fun Park, you know, and basically my project is symbolized after that. You can see the cars over there, which symbolize that they're not people there, there's cars because it's pandemic-related.
What is your project about?
My project is basically about the pandemic thing. It's me coding this ball. This ball is resemblance to a golf ball, so basically I'm coding it to go inside a hole. It's about that. It's about the pandemic, about me showing off my fantastic coding skills.
Tell me about the software or hardware you use.
So it's JavaScript. Basically, that's what you write codes with. I basically use JavaScript to write the entire thing. You know, plugging the numbers in, using the angles and everything to give the exact number where I want it to go.
Describe the steps to create your project. Can you walk me through it if I would like to do it for myself?
Actually, I could very well walk you through it. So first of all, you go to your local dumpster and get a cardboard box, and then you would go to the store, you know, get you some paint of these subjective colors, green, light green, blue, and yellow, and then you would paint it just like this, or you could do something different, particular to where you live at. And then you would get your, you would actually have to buy one of these at Target, or you could, you know, you could make one if you're a genius. But then you would code it using the Sphero app or Java to follow these steps. Basically, so first of all, you would open the app, then you would go to the Sphero thing where it tells you the code, and basically you'd have to play with the numbers. It took me about 5 or 6 days to get down the coding process for this, so I had to figure out the angles, where exactly I wanted to go. So basically what you would do is measure the dimensions of your board, and then you would have to see, like, right here, I think it's like a 115-degree angle to go towards right here. Then you have to get your angles down, the speed, the constant you want to have, the ratio of like how fast you want it to go to how big the ball is. You have to get all that down and code it to do that.
Did you work alone or with a partner?
Well, actually I had a partner, but he dropped out, so I had to code it all by myself.
Did anybody help you?
Nope, all by myself.
What involvement did your parents or teacher have in it?
I had no help.
How long did it take you to create your project?
Actually, the whole process was about 2 weeks with me buying the board, painting it, coding it, buying all this stuff that went over here. Actually, some of this is my little brother's, and yeah, it took about two weeks.
What's the easiest part?
There are no easy parts.
What's the most challenging part?
The coding was probably the most challenging.
What did you learn?
I learned a lot, actually. I learned that I'm a great coder, that I can do anything I put my mind to. I learned how to use angles and speed to proportion it to code. I also learned how to... I also learned how to code this thing's lights to make it light up and stuff like that. And I also learned that weight is a huge factor in coding, because if the weight's not a constant thing throughout the coding, then your codes mess up. So like the weight on here had to be constant after each time so nothing could shift. Like if one of these shifted, my entire thing would go off because this side weighed more and the sphere ball couldn't get over this hump right here. So I had to make sure that everything was constant throughout the entire coding thingy.
If you did this project again, what would you do differently?
Let's see. Actually, I would probably make it a whole room big, like massive, like the size of my bedroom, so like it would really show the difficulty. It'd be fun to have a challenging thing where it takes like a month to code it through all here.
What was the most fun?
This whole project was fun. The painting was fun, the coding was fun. Everything was just an overall joyful experience.
Do you have any more comments you would like to make?
I would just like to let the judges know that this took a lot of time. It may not seem like it at first, but it took a very long time. And I hope that they enjoyed watching my presentation.